All right. Cut the wide angle for just a second. Hey, what's up, guys? Jordan Anderson here, and Happy New Year. This is sort of a similar setup. I got the 35 mil on right now. And it's la 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 la. Anyway, what's up, guys? Jordan Anderson here, and I want to talk to you today about some 2017 predictions I have for the filmmaking industry. Some interesting ones. So let's get into that. So the first one I want to talk about is just the industry itself, the movie, theater, picture making complex. I think that the industry is going to continue in the trend that it's been doing. The big blockbuster movies are going to get even bigger, and the indie films are going to get even smaller, and it's going to kind of squeeze out the middle. So there's no such thing now as like a $50 million movie or a $10 million movie. It's just going to be like 200 million plus, or it's going to be like less than 2 million, which is so like those middle movies that we all kind of loved growing up are going to kind of get squeezed out because they're going to go either hardcore indie route or they're going to go Michael Bay super big blockbuster route. So those middle movies that kind of like anywhere between $2 and $200 million is probably going to go less into the theater circuit and more towards Netflix, Amazon, those type of like streaming platforms. And even the streaming platforms themselves, like Netflix or Amazon, are going to start paying for those middle movies, I call, even more. The second prediction I have is about VR and 360. I've got a few friends in the industry, and I've talked with them. I've gauged their opinions about VR and 360. I've done my own individual research about it, and I think that it's going to improve, of course. The technology is going to get better, but I don't think that it's going to be where we want it to be. Oculus Rift, you got the HTC Vive, those things are $500+, which is a little bit out of the, I call it a little bit out of the consumer range. It's more in the prosumer range, if you will. It's where people who are like seriously interested in it and want to seriously give it a try. People who are kind of casually, I call it like the Wii generation, where they're not hardcore gamers, but they're just kind of like want to be casual gamers. That doesn't quite exist for them. VR and 360 doesn't quite exist for them. I always have to make this distinction between VR and 360. VR is putting on the headset and going totally immersed in the world, sound, audio, everything is three-dimensional around you. And 360 video can be viewed on like a 2D platform like your phone, where you just move your phone around and you're able to see 360-degree picture. You can even watch it on your laptop and just kind of scroll around the image. I see VR developing but not getting there to the point where it's available for the casual user, but I see 360 going way further into the future in terms of progress. And I think it's going to be more readily available for consumers, and I think it's going to be a little bit more tangible for the casual user to get a hold of, especially casual filmmakers. 360 video, now there's the Theta Rico, Nikon's come out with some action cameras. There's developing technology where it is easier to use, it's cheaper, there's less stitching that's involved. Some of these things automatically stitch for you, so that you don't have to like sew the 360-degree video together. You just pop it in their proprietary software, and then you're able to go from there. Even Adobe Premiere, its latest update, allows you to work in VR and 360 mediums. You can swirl around the page, and I think we're going to see a lot more 360 video. We're going to see a slow increment of VR. The next prediction, and I don't know if this is really a prediction, but Facebook and Google are now going to start working in the original content game, so they're following suit behind Amazon and Netflix, where not only do they stream the content, but they actually pay and produce the content itself. Facebook, if you've noticed the mobile version, there is a new video icon. It's the second one from the left, and it is just dedicated to videos. You can click on that and it'll go straight to videos. I think we're going to see more of that being used, and I think it's going to start coming out where Facebook is going to announce their own original show. We're going to see a Facebook House of Cards, and since everybody has a Facebook account, everybody now has a Facebook streaming account. I think it's going to be a simple transition from just having a Facebook account into actually watching the content. Google is going to do the same thing. Google is pretty readily available, I want to say, in terms of users, but for Google, with its data algorithms, with its search algorithms, it could definitely incorporate that into a streaming platform, and if it started producing its own original content, now it kind of has the power in terms of giving you that content, delivering you that content without you really even knowing that you wanted that content until it's there. But if I can tie that into a filmmaking perspective, that means there are going to be a lot more opportunities for filmmakers to create original content. It's been a great thing now that Netflix has decided to spend billions of dollars on original content. That means if a showrunner has a script that he wants to produce, or there's a director with a story that he really likes to, he wants to make the movie, he can't make it in his traditional means. He goes through Netflix. Netflix says, "We'll make this as original content. This is good. Let's produce the show." They kind of greenlight the show. I don't want to say easier. There's a lot to gain. There's a lot to gain for Netflix to greenlight a show and give you original content, versus buying it from NBC or buying it from Warner Brothers or 21st Century Fox. They don't have to buy the rights to that. The licensing is probably more expensive than actually just producing it themselves, owning it to the end of time. Stranger Things is produced by Netflix. That's a huge win. And what they're doing now is they're just rolling the dice. They can produce 100 movies, they can produce 100 TV shows, and a lot of them kind of suck. But if one sticks and it becomes a national, global phenomenon like Stranger Things, then they've paid for all their investments tenfold. So Facebook and Google want a piece of that pie. They want a piece of that magic. They want to try to capture some of that national phenomenon. So the final thing I predict in 2017 is just going to be what I've always predicted, and what I always think is true to this industry, is that success goes to people who work hard. If you want to be successful in the filmmaking industry, you have to put in the hours, you have to put in the time, and you have to put in your efforts. I don't think that is going to change at all. 2017 will still be the year where, if you want to be successful, you have to work your ass off. Success is going to go to talented people, and success is going to go to people who work hard. So if you got talent, if you're able to produce a video, if you're able to produce a story, if you're able to tell a story beautifully through the medium of video and film, then you're going to go a long way. And if you're willing to put in those hours behind the talent, if you have the talent and then you're able to say, "I'm going to dedicate my life to this," then you're going to see success. So that's my predictions for 2017. That will not change. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment below your predictions for 2017 and maybe even a goal that you have for 2017. Just to follow up with the last video, the Snapchat group is alive and kicking. Thank you guys for those who have joined. Thank you for everyone else who has requested, but I think the group is full at the moment. However, if we get a few more people in the Snapchat group, I'm going to create a second Snapchat group just so that everyone, I don't want to leave anybody out. I want to keep, just because Snapchat put the limit at 14 people does not mean that we should limit this group at 14 people. Thanks for watching again, guys. My name is Jordan Anderson. I will see you soon.